So, I've been told that Christianity has absolutely no place in anime. And this comes a lot of the times from a bunch of my haters here on YouTube. But today I have proof, I got some receipts that will show you that a specific anime character is directly stealing from the Bible, specifically Jesus. So today we're going to be looking at My Hero Academia. And we're going to be looking at a specific character with a specific phrase that is directly borrowed from the Bible. So one of the most noteworthy, episodes, and this is from season 1, is when Naruto and Sasuke are fighting because, Sasuke didn't tell Naruto that he had superpowers. And this caused a direct conflict and a tear in their relationship that we see throughout the episodes to come. And one of these episodes, the students are taken out on a field trip, if you will, a training field trip, so that they can gain some more experience and learn how to not let people die. During this fantastic trip, it just so happens that Frieza decides to attack them because this is the only opportunity that he's going to have in order to achieve what he wants. And we see a bunch of the heroes in training struggling with this coordinated attack, which is what it was. And we're really seeing these heroes struggle, these heroes in training, right? Even the actual teachers themselves are struggling. And this is when we see one of our favorite characters, like one of the coolest characters in this entire anime, Eraserhead, who is actually struggling to fight one of these demon duck looking things. So here's where we find out that his quirk has a limit and he is about to reach that limit. All of these kids are in trouble. We don't know what's going to happen. Sasuke is like, I have to figure out how to save the world. And no one knows what is going to happen because All Might is nowhere to be seen. So the climax of this episode, where there is complete sorrow, total despair, no hope, we see our beloved hero, the mantle of truth and smiles and unicorns. He shows up to save the day. And this is where he says his favorite catchphrase:
"Have no fear, students, because I am here."
And instantly hope is gushing out of the screens. Everyone now is elated. They have finally received the hope and the help that they needed. And this specific phrase is the one that I want to talk about, because this was something that Jesus did first, and it's actually in a similar situation. So in the Bible, we are told that Jesus' disciples are in a huge storm where they're all going to die. They're fearful, they don't know what's going to happen, and then we find out in the story that Jesus, walking on water because he's Jesus, he's walking towards them, and we're told in the scriptures that at first they think is a ghost. And they're freaked out by this, and they don't know what to do. So think about it. This is late at night. They probably can't see very well. They're scared out of their mind. So the first thing they think of is not Jesus, it's a ghost. But they hear a voice. And this voice tells them, "Don't be afraid. Take courage. I am here." Does that sound familiar to anyone? Sure does to me. When I actually read this verse, I had to read it a few times, and I'm like, yo, this sounds so familiar. And then, like a flash, I remembered this was All Might's catchphrase, which he obviously stole from Jesus. Now, before you go all crazy, could they have gotten this from Jesus? Perhaps. I mean, it's a little suspicious, right? It's the same setup. He comes in, says similar words. Maybe the author read Matthew and he saw this phrase, he thought it was cool, and he mirrored it in his manga, which was then put in the anime. Maybe. maybe not. However, what I want to drive home is this, is that just because an anime doesn't speak about Jesus specifically, one, it doesn't mean that it's not borrowing from the Bible, and two, it doesn't mean that the Bible doesn't talk about the same situations that we are seeing our favorite heroes interact and take action in. Like, for example, this specific setup where in both anime and in the Bible, there is a group of people that are in despair, and the hero comes in and tells them, have no fear, have faith in me, I'm going to help you through this struggle. And this is the theme that we see all through anime, and it's a theme that we see explored also in the Bible. So when us anime Christian lovers look at anime, we not only see it through a regular lens, we see it through the lens of the Bible. And if we see some similarities and we want to share that with you, what is the problem? I mean, the same thing is done by you that are not Christian, right? You are looking at themes and you're looking at them through your lens, and we're doing the same with ours. It just so happens that our lens points to Jesus and yours points to the devil. I'm just kidding. Maybe not the devil, but you know what I mean. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it helpful. And as always, I just want to remind you that we must persevere. Peace.